Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio cast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide, Anindya Bannerjee. आज global equity markets are trading fine. They are trading in the green, but stories in the dollar. Dollar index is at the highest level since 2017. Interestingly, 2017 or 2020, ये दोनों time dollar index came very close to 104 and then pulled back. This is the third time it's getting there. So with the dollar index rising, euro dollar is getting close to parity. Now, historically, whenever there has been a talk of parity in the euro dollar, that is one, the value of one, euro dollar had formed a bottom, and it was basically, it marked the, what you can say is the peak bearishness in the euro. The question is, will it happen this time around or not? The situation is quite precarious for not just euro but for the European currencies, क्योंकि जो हो रहा है in Ukraine and how Russia is arm twisting the European countries over gas, the economic hit is going to be quite severe. High inflation, supply chain disruption, फिर China में COVID lockdowns, उसका भी impact है. And now Russia has clearly said that if you don't pay us in rubles, you will not get the gas. And they have already started switching off some of the supplies. So gas prices are shooting, and Europe has no alternative apart from the Russian gas. They can always get an alternative source for oil because oil is easily transportable, but that's not the case with gas. So European economy is at the verge of getting gassed by the Russians. So that's the reason why not just the euro, INR or euro dollar, but GBP dollar and the GBP INR is also under severe pressure. तो एक तरफ monetary policy divergence तो है, because Fed is the most hawkish central bank amongst all the developed market central banks, and दूसरे तरफ now these issues of gas, high inflation and supply chain disruptions which are hurting Europe. So as the dollar index moves higher due to the weakness in the European currencies, there's going to be a natural push on the dollar rupee as well. Now, dollar rupee has done quite well. Now, if you look at the statistics of how the currencies have done, various currencies this year, Indian rupee is one of the strongest performers. Russian ruble is probably the best, but Indian rupee is one of the strongest performers. So it just shows that, be it RBI intervention, be it the hawkish twist in the monetary policy approach of the RBI, the timely twist, or the structural inflows, the dollar inflows to FDI and capital raising by the corporates, that is really cushioning the Indian rupee, and very well. Even with negative yields, means inflation is higher than the short-term interest rates in India, the carry traders have not yet panicked. So that's the reason for a stability. And RBI has a clear-cut approach. We will keep the dollar rupee stable. So when the dollar is weak, it won't be allowed to appreciate as much as other currencies. When the dollar is strong, jo abhi hai, it won't be allowed to depreciate as much as other currencies. So it's in a very stable kind of a situation. That's why option traders have been able to generate a risk-adjusted return compared to the futures traders over the past couple of months, because dollar rupee में एक upward drift है, but momentum नहीं है. So now coming to how you can continue to trade. One way is obviously if you are betting on the upside. That means if you are betting on a direction that dollar rupee will finally catch up to its peers and move higher. One way that we suggest is using ratio call spreads than just call spreads or plain vanilla calls, because you don't want to pay premium into the market. And if you design your ratio call spreads well, it can be at zero cost, and even it can be at a slight credit. Means you can get some premium as well. Otherwise, short strangles and short straddles can be done. But again, these are strategies which has an unlimited risk. So therefore, it is very important that you have stop losses on these trades. And if you want to hedge one particular side of the risk, let's say upside, you can use OTM calls to hedge the unlimited risk on the strangles or the straddles. So straddles and strangles will continue to be in flavor because of lack of momentum. Broad range is 76 and 77. Iske beach, every 30 paisa there is going to be a support or a resistance, but broad range is 76 and 77 on the spot. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Bannerjee signing off. A fantastic day ahead.